All right, I'm ready for Blood Rage. Let me press the thing and then we'll go.
Do it, Pete.
BRB. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Voices from the Mausoleum, and welcome to another episode of Underrated Gems with my co-host, Radar.
Hot damn.
3 left.
3 left. Well, 2 after this one.
2 after this one.
But
Well, we
here we
haven't
go.
discussed this one yet, so it still counts.
Still counts. That's fair.
3 left.
Not many people have discussed this one either.
I've never even heard of this one.
It was originally released under a different title, but I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, see, I didn't see anything about it, the other title.
Oh, really? Well, it's true.
I believe you. We were just discussing your wealth of knowledge about such matters.
Well.
So today we are talking the holiday special movie from 1987, Blood Rage. Originally made in 83, but didn't come out until 4 years later.
Who knows?
I have no idea. This is another slasher one. This was again another first watch for me. So we'll start where we normally do, with you telling us all, including me, why you think this is an underrated gem.
So there's, when it comes to holiday horror, there's a lot of holidays that really get their love. You have October with Halloween, obviously. You have Christmas. It's a whole
Tons of
subgenre.
Christmas. Yeah.
Tons of Christmas. There's even some 4th of July slashers. A few Labor Day slashers. But Thanksgiving gets overlooked.
It does.
And that's where this film comes in strong. And it's not like it's just, a passing thing. It is a big part of this movie, by golly. A huge part. Crucial.
Is it crucial?
The best line in the film involves...
Oh, it's the cranberry. Yeah.
That's not cranberry sauce.
He says it like 6 times.
And you know what? It's worth it every time.
You know what, I'm guilty of doing that too, though, where you say something and you're like, that was really good. That's really funny. And so you just keep saying it until someone notices. I think that was kind of what this was. So yeah, this was what's the other one you're always, is it called Holidays? That's the one that has like the mix of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just trying to think, because you keep telling me to watch it and I haven't yet. I need to remedy that. I know. So for anybody who has not seen this movie, it starts out with these twin boys who, one of them kills someone while they're at the drive-in with their mom. As you do. And the one who kills this person literally gives the weapon to the twin and tells the mother that it was the other twin instead.
There you go.
And on Thanksgiving, however many years later, the wrongfully accused one gets out of a psych ward and comes back to where they're living on Thanksgiving.
There you go. And the other one, the crazy one, says, now's as good a time as any to have a little blood rage. Time to spill the cranberry sauce, y'all.
This is a very Radar movie.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, even though this is probably not on a rewatch list for me, just because it has a bunch of stuff in it that I don't like in my movies, but I will say the effects in this and the gore in this are super on it.
Surprisingly good.
And the guy who did a lot of the special effects is in the movie and went later on to do things like Terminator 2.
Small beginnings.
So I say all of that to say at least I love Terminator 2. That's one, I think it's better than the original. It's just more entertaining, I think, because it really kind of gets a little crazy. But anyway, yeah, so I will say, given that it's got some things I'm not interested in, and the story is maybe not the real focal point of the whole situation, the kills and the gore in this and stuff are really, 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 really well done. And it does have some super funny moments.
It is really fun because, like, I cannot remember either of the twins' names, but the psychotic one,
Me either, and I
he
just watched it today.
the psychotic one is just having a blast. He's just
Oh,
going,
yeah.
he's just hamming it up. And it you don't get that with slashers because the
Yeah.
killer is always like, either hidden behind a mask because you don't know who it is, or
It's a
they're
reveal situation. Yeah.
yeah, but in this one it's like, no, we know who it is. He's crazy.
We know from the first 2 minutes of the movie. Yeah.
He's just gonna have a good time.
Yeah. And the mom in this is nuts. Like,
The
nut.
that the mo the scene where she has the fridge wide open and she's
She's sitting on the floor.
face, I'm like, oh man,
Because at this point, they've gotten the news that he's out, and they're like
yeah,
all the friends and everybody that was there is like out and about doing their other things, and she's just home by herself at that point. And so she's and
it's too relatable.
all the things she does when she's drinking, like the vacuuming under
Yeah.
the bed, and she's doing all these like I don't know her scenes are just very sporadic, and they really add a next level chaos, I feel like, to the
Oh yeah.
overall craziness that is the movie. Because so he comes to confront them about the truth, right? And the brother decides, oh, now's a good time.
Right.
And so he just starts like killing people off. He kills like the mom's boyfriend, he kills I forget who that guy is. They find him later in the closet thing. And then he starts
Okay.
killing like the neighbor and the friends and then the girl. I mean, he is just all of a sudden is like, I haven't killed since I was 11 or however old. He is
Right.
like, maybe this is a good time.
This feels
So he
like a
just
good
starts killing
moment.
people. And he seems like he's living like a perfectly normal life. He's like friends, he has a girlfriend, he's like playing sports with them or whatever. And then it's like, no, he's still nuts on the
Oh,
inside.
yeah.
He just semi kept under control for all I don't
Just hit it well, I guess. I think
know.
I think it's hilarious that it's like unlike other killers, other movies where it's like something flip the switch. This he just literally goes, I feel it. I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
Eh?
And he's funny in the ways that he does it. Like I think one of my favorite parts, not my favorite kill, but one of the things that made me laugh besides the mom was when he gets ready to finally kill the girlfriend and he pulls out he pulls out the machete, he goes, I love you. And he tries to and she runs off. He's like, I said I love you. And she's like ready for the it's like what?
it's it's so interesting and like that the mom character really is just wild. I
She
mean,
is nuts.
everything that comes out of her mouth, like once she starts drinking, is just like, my goodness.
And she did such a good job. Maybe she was drunk when they were filming, but she did such a good job of being that, like, whatever. Like the call with the operator where she's
Yeah,
trying to get into, she can't get, she's trying to get in touch with her boyfriend because she's worried and there's all this stuff going on. But she like totally unloads on this person. And they're just like, what number? And she's like confused. She has no idea what they mean. At first, she's like, what? Oh. And then she's like,
it's oh man, it's so like in every scene, it's like a crash out, but it's like
it
I can relate at least a little bit to everything she is doing.
Oh my gosh. It's really funny. And they split that scene up too. The phone call where it just kind of keeps going back to it over time. And then
Yeah,
she ends up with like the wrong number. And she's like,
it's
"Oh my." She's like, "Oh." And by this point her boyfriend's been dead like most of the movie or fiance. They just announced that they got engaged. He's been
yeah,
dead. He's like one of the first kills, if not the first, I think. And then it's like, well, she's like worried, but she's not leaving to go. She's just trying to call, and somebody answers, and she's like, "Oh, thank God." He's like, I think you have the wrong number." And she was like, "Oh." And then she goes into that drunken mumble where you like can't even hardly understand what she's saying. She's like, "Wrong
right.
number." And it's just,
It's it's so wild. I would love to hear like the whole thought process of them filming
for,
this because like so many decisions were made in this film that I'm glad they made them,
hmm
but they
yeah,
doomed themselves commercially by making those decisions. There were not enough radars back in 1987 to make this film profitable.
Oh, that's why we're talking about it now
But now,
in 2025.
just almost 40 years too
No,
late.
no time like the present. Now's a
It's,
good time as any, in the words of the evil twin. I don't know their names either. I forgot.
I
um,
can't remember.
yeah, I
What
no, I thought
pie did she bring to the wrongfully accused?
pumpkin pie. That's where he like
The
smashes it, like throws it on the wall, and
yeah,
what a weird segment to even include. But yeah, it was like it didn't fit like the rest of it, but I guess we had to see him like that. And it's the same actor playing both roles. So the scenes where you can see them at the same time are really funny because it's very obviously not one of them is not the guy.
right.
And so the hair looks weird or like it's just a little off, just little things that you're just like,
Little things.
um now this one was wild. Underrated perhaps. I'm surprised because I feel like the slasher subgenre in general, I feel like a lot of horror fans have a lot of love for that, especially
Right.
with earlier stuff. Um, and I think that especially because this is 80s horror, I feel like that's also usually like I feel like people really love 80s horror. Um, but yeah, I'm surprised more people aren't talking about this. So I semi agree. I think it's underrated. There's definitely some stuff I would have left out, but I think for it to be the tone that it is, everything that's in it does make sense to what the movie is overall. So it's not
Oh
like
yeah.
it's misplaced or anything like that. I think it all fits, but I just fast forwarded certain little moments.
Oh,
Nothing crazy.
that's all right. Yeah,
Um,
I think what's most interesting about it too is
mhm,
that there's not another slasher that is set at an apartment complex.
that's true.
Not a one. This is it's prime real estate. It's prime slashing real estate and has not been done before or since.
Yeah, not for the whole story. Scream 6 has a segment that is in the apartment buildings,
Whatever.
but not the best movie, and it's only for, like, a few minutes, and then
Yeah.
it's so to your point, no, you're right, and I think, like, I wish there was more stuff like that in general. It's one of the reasons I was so disappointed in Evil Dead Rise is because I'm like, "You had all this stuff you coulda done. All this entire building could have been crawling with these things." Just one floor and a couple of
Just one
doors.
floor.
It's disappointing. But when you have stuff like this, it makes it very interesting because he's literally hopping from apartment to apartment.
Oh yeah.
There's like the neighbor, and then she's like not even in her apartment. She's babysitting in another apartment. So he goes over there. And anyway, it's a lot of like hopping between
Just
places.
going around. He's whatever those woods are in that area, he's barreling
Yeah.
around in them. Like he's just going across the map.
Yeah.
He's
Cause oh,
exploring.
I remember the other guy I was thinking. He works at the hospital.
Oh, thank you.
He's there with the therapist or the doctor from the beginning of the movie. The guy with like the dark hair, he's an early kill. He's like the second one I think that dies. I just couldn't remember who he was when I was picturing his death in my head. I couldn't think of who he was, but he was there with the doctor.
Right.
He takes him out early.
I think also
Mhm.
like I think what makes it also kind of fun is like just how ridiculous this movie is. And then you have that ending and it's kind of just like continuing to take a dump on like the okay one because the mom's just so distraught over the bad
She
one.
thinks that the other one is him that died, right? She mixes it up and he has to tell her like, "No, I'm this one."
Yeah,
And she gets, like, super upset, and then they're both just, like, saying the name over and over. It gets very strange after
so
that. Poor
strange.
guy.
Yeah, poor dude. He's like, come on, mom. Like
Yeah, because
brutal.
she thinks of, she thinks that I wish I could remember their stupid names. She thinks that
It's
the one that she shot is actually the innocent one, and that
yeah,
the one who killed people is still alive, and it's this moment where you're like, "What?" And then he
lady.
just looks at her like, "Bitch." He's like, "No, I'm whatever one, Todd," or I don't know whatever his name is.
Yeah,
And,
I'm the good one.
I'm the innocent one, it's me, and she's like, "Ah!" She just, like, loses her mind after that, and then she kills herself
Yeah.
with the gun that she shot. the other son with by the pool because they got to the pool, which was
They
funny.
got to the pool.
She put the baby in the cabinet. That was the addition of a baby to this is so funny to me because there's like she goes into that apartment, she's trying to find people, the girlfriend, and she just picks up the baby and just like walks out with it. She's like, oh, okay, I'll
Yes.
just take this from here. And then she's like sitting next to the pool holding the baby when he comes in playfully jumping on the diving board, and she's just like, oh.
Yeah,
So
she seems so over it. It's not like
she,
a I'm terrified. It's a oh great. This
like,
Joker
here we go
again.
again. Yeah, super
This
funny.
asshole.
And so she just takes the baby and like shoves it under a sink and then goes back out towards the pool. Yeah, and the
Which
brothers fight in the water
yeah,
and go back and forth, and then the mother
I
kills the other brother, and it's yeah, the ending is
it's
is very
ridiculous.
crazy. I mean, it's a kind of a crazy movie anyway, but that
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 is
part
true.
in particular is just
I
extra crazy.
oh man, this film is so fun though, but I
Yeah.
understand if you don't want to rewatch it.
Yeah.
This is not necessarily a Thanksgiving staple for me,
Mhm.
but man, do I enjoy watching it on Thanksgiving or during that season,
That time of year. I can
that
see
time of
that.
year.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you got back from the in-laws or just having your big Thanksgiving dinner. You're still thinking about cranberry sauce, just sit down, put on some Blood Rage.
Looking at that thing and he says it twice.
uh,
What's it called? Machete. He's looking at the machete and he's like touching it, and he's just he's killed he's just talking to himself, and he's
yep, there's
like,
no
"It's
one.
not cranberry sauce, Kevin," or whatever the guy's name is, and he says it twice, and I'm like and it's not the first time in the movie that he says it earlier
No.
than that too.
Yeah, he says it as like some kind of joke, I'm pretty sure, at the family dinner.
Yeah.
It's oh
Yeah.
man. This film is fun. I can understand not having it as your top one.
Yeah. I
But
didn't hate this one, though. I wasn't, like,
hey, there you go.
begrudgingly watching it or anything like that. I did think it was very funny, and I did, like I said, I think you can't, even if you hate this movie, I think what you can't do is you can't trash talk the effects in this and the kills because they are solid. For
They
it
are
to
good.
be such a silly, over the top movie, they took that part of it very serious, and I think that's one of the things that helps it work, like, overall.
Right.
So, yeah.
So I gotta ask, it's a
Yep.
slasher. What was your favorite kill?
The hand. But let me tell you why. It's not even the most gruesome or the craziest kill, but he kills the boyfriend, he chops off the hand, and he's holding, what is he holding? A drink, cigarettes, something in his hand.
Yeah.
And after the hand gets thrown or cut off on and it lands on the floor, it goes, and I don't know why, but that tickled me. I thought that was very funny. It was just like reflexes, and it looked really
Oh,
good, which is kind of what I was saying.
yeah.
But that's probably my favorite just because it happened so fast. It's the first kill I think as a grown up that he does. I think if I'm remembering correctly. I'm
I'm
pretty sure
pretty
it's
sure.
first. So it's the second kill in the whole movie, but it's just this quick motion. And then it like the camera moves and shows you the hand still holding whatever it was he was holding. And you just see the hands just last minute just I
I
just thought
love
that was
that.
really funny.
Just a little flourish. It films don't do that anymore, where they're just like, put that random thing in
No,
there.
they don't, and I think it's because they try too hard to take it too seriously, but little things like that because it's kinda like, our after things certain traumas or if we are dismembered, like, things do still happen that they
Right.
don't do in movies, and so that was kind of like I wonder, like, if your nerves are sending messages, right, and that gets interrupted, does it finish if it reaches that point, does it finish the message? Or
A
just move
little.
your fingers? And I just thought that part was very funny. It's not and it like I said, it's one of the earlier kills, and I think my other favorite probably is not the kill itself because I don't think we get to do we actually see the kill? I don't think this one we see, but it's when he pulls the knife out of the chest wound on the was it the neighbor or a friend? I can't
Oh,
remember who it
right.
is. Oh, actually, it's the mom of the baby, I think. But we see them run into each other, and then it moves on to something else. We don't actually. I don't think we
Yeah,
actually
we
get to
don't
see her
it's an
die.
off kill, off screen.
It's an off-screen kill, but you see him when the girlfriend discovers them. or that body, he's in there. He's like a wizard because he got there so fast. But he's just like there and he's pulls it out of the, and the way that I thought that looked really good too. But I
Yeah,
think my favorite is the hand, just because I thought that part was very funny. And it's the first thing I think of now when I think of this movie. Is that one second.
that is fair. I love that one, that part, and then that's probably my favorite kill. But yeah, that the part where he says it for like the second or third time, where he says he sneaks up on the guy and goes, "It's not cranberry sauce," and then
And
kills
then
him. I'm like, okay, just because of the line
he's
delivery.
like, in case you didn't hear me. And also you didn't laugh, so I'm gonna stab you now.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was good. I thought it was really fun. I do really enjoy the idea of there being like horror, holiday themed. Christmas horror is my like me all day. I love
All
Christmas
day.
horror, but it's cool. Like there's Valentine's Day horror, like you said. There's other days, um, and I have not seen Thanksgiving, not, but you have,
Of course.
and you've seen three because they skipped two, right?
Yeah. Yeah. They skipped two. They went straight to three.
Yeah, and but that's it, right? Well, we have the other one, but I didn't pay.
Thanksgiving then.
Yeah, I
But
didn't pay to see that one because I was like boycotting them for all the craziness they did to
not
Melissa
fair.
Barrera, related to Scream stuff. But anyway, not Radio Silence. The other, I forget their names. The people who
Right.
did Thanksgiving. Anyway, I did watch that one, and it was pretty much probably what you would think it would be.
Yeah.
But
It's a
this was
solid slasher.
a very interesting take on a holiday that's supposed to be about things that you're thankful for, and he's like thankful to kill.
Yeah.
He's like, it'll
I
be
would
this is the day. And oh, and I we didn't talk about this specific moment, but it's not related to the kills or anything, but I just thought this was funny too. So after the mom gets the call that the other brother has escaped, she tells the crazy brother. And the first thing he says when he gets to the table is, "Oh, my psychotic brother just escaped from the hospital." And the mom is just like, there's people around, and they just announced their engagement and all this stuff, and so,
right.
but it's just very funny because she's just like,
What are you
I mean,
doing?
it's his butt wasn't even in the seat well, and he just tells everybody this, and everybody's
Just
like,
blurts it out.
uh, I thought that was pretty funny too.
That's great. I was gonna say that moment's great. I feel like just the mom hooking up at the beginning while they're at the
Well, they're
drive-in,
asleep in the back of the
yeah,
vehicle,
is wild.
and they're like not even asleep,
Yeah, clearly not. Like,
and then they're like, oh, they know what's going on, and then they like get out and they go find the car. Yeah, that is crazy. What a crazy start.
what a
You know what? It's not
crazy.
the same thing. Okay, obviously it's not the same thing. But it almost reminds me of similar feelings to like sleepaway camp.
Yeah, yeah,
In a
that same
small
kind of
sense of
thing.
the way it leads in and then it goes into the next stuff. But anyway, but yeah, no, this one was fun. I did laugh a lot. I was like, what the hell? It was very funny. Like I said, silliness aside, even some of the stuff that's not really normally my cup of tea, I think that the way that the kills are done and stuff is really, really great for a slasher. I think that it definitely shocks me that given that element alone, this is not talked about more. Um,
It's what? It's
because horror.
I feel like
Oh,
it's
good.
just like there's a few, not a few, quite a few films from like that time era that just didn't get any distribution, any wide release. And
Yeah,
I think that's what did it for this one is it just didn't have that. So like, and the thing is before the internet and stuff, if like there's probably millions of those kinds of films that were made in
yeah,
the 70s and 80s that just
yeah,
disappeared. Just gone.
yeah. Do we know why there was a delay in
I
this
mean,
one
I don't
getting
know.
out between because coming not coming out until what did I say, 87?
Yeah, I don't know personally.
I was just wondering if you knew.
I'm sure
Supposed to
someone
know
knows.
these things.
I know. I'm flubbing. I failed.
You let me down. I'm just kidding.
Dang.
Um, yeah, Yeah, it's weird because that's kind of what's cool about talking about movies like this though, right? Is because like then it might hopefully get it in front of people that haven't seen it before, that want to see it or would really enjoy it. Because I don't think this is not a movie I'd be like, don't waste your time. I do not feel that way about this.
Yeah.
I don't actually feel that way about anything we've discussed ever. I don't,
Oh yeah.
because I know that there are things like this, they have their audience. Even if it's not me, and
Right.
even if it's not you, it's just that they have to find their audience. And you're right, it does, that type of stuff does impact it, because then when it people didn't see it originally, there's not people to share that, more and more people to get to it. So hopefully more people will watch it, because it is a very
Fingers
fun
crossed.
slasher. And I feel like I know tons of people that would absolutely eat this up, pun not intended. Like, I do
Right.
feel I do feel like, it definitely has an audience within our group of friends, people we know and interact with all the time. um so yeah, so this one, yeah, I'll agree for the most part. I think this is underrated. I don't.
Thank you.
I'm very very shocked, given the quality of the effects and the kills and stuff, that this is not higher on people's priority list to discuss it. Especially because I've never even heard of it literally until
Right.
now. So there's not even people talking about it around Thanksgiving.
Which is insane, but hey, I would
Yeah.
expect at least a few videos, but yeah, there's nothing that ever's talked about this. I know
Yeah.
Joe Bob Briggs
Mhm.
had it on one of his like on his
Drive-ins.
show at one point, yeah.
Oh, well, that I can see that. That kind of makes sense.
But this is
They
his
watch
film.
everything though.
Yeah.
Like they are. Yeah, they're not like me. I like vet everything. But yeah, no, this was fun. I'm glad I watched it. I do think people should be watching it, and I'm very surprised, that like I said, more people aren't. So, you know.
There you have it.
Um, well, on our almost series finale next week, we will be talking Mute Witness from the 90s.
That was me being mute. Okay.
um, yeah, so that's gonna wrap up, I think, this week's episode of Underrated Gems. As always, links to where you can find Radar and his books are in the description for this episode. Highly recommend doing that. This is how you get these movie recs, by the way, is by following him on either Instagram and or TikTok, and then you watch the stuff he talks about, because it will be stuff you've never even heard of.
I don't know if they want to watch all of it, but there's some
Do
goods in
it.
there.
No, you should. You should. Sometimes he ruins your day because he's like, this
Yeah.
character deserved better, and it'll be like a character that you love, and you're like, God damn it.
Take that.
I agree, but I'm mad now. So anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on this episode of Underrated Gems. We hope you have a great rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend when you get to it, and we will see you in the next one.
Gobble gobble.